Skateboarding totally saved my life, because when you grow up in a small town, but a place like that, like if you don't go and on to do better things, you inevitably end.
Dude, I'm so bummed. God, I didn't want to skate tonight. I just hope I didn't wreck my legs.
Back then, there was a lot more creativity, almost in a way, because everything was so new and people were still coming up with more and more stuff. Just new stuff was getting.
The first time I sat down and watched a video before I went skating was probably the Hocus Pocus video. I couldn't believe it, you know, all the shit those guys did.
My name is Rusty. I'm calling you from Maine. I just bought your video number 9, The Reason. Man, the first opening montage there. There's no little captions with the skaters' names on it. What are you guys doing? That, you know how annoying that is?
You're like, I heard this guy, you know, Cliff Kaufman can do kickflips. And he was a football player. Cliff was like a gnarly football player. And so everyone's like, what the hell is a kickflip? We're like, okay, it's where you ollie and the board flips and you land back on it. And you're like, no way, can't be done. And this football player, Cliff Kaufman, came out skating with us. He was a really cool guy. He wasn't like a gnarly jock asshole. He was a cool guy. We're like, Cliff, dude, do a kickflip. He did a kickflip. We're like, oh my God, that was the fucking trick, a kickflip. That was the trick. You know, like, is this something you never thought possible? And you saw it, and it was like, I can't believe it. It's possible. But the craziest thing about skateboarding is you can say, what if? You can say, what if I could do this? You know, I think I could probably do this. And you can do it. Yeah. You can go do it. You can take something that was just pure thought, and you can make it reality, because that's just the way it is, you know?
Switzerland. Population, 7.1 million. Total area, 16,000 square miles. Currency, franc.
You just start pumping and you just fucking go out of control and just try to land a trick anyway, and then you hold on to it and whatever, like. It's so different than street skating. Just doing grinds and airs and stuff, it's just like, you never have that feeling skating the street. You're just going fast, back to back and stuff, and it's like a rush.
I've always known that he had it in him, you know? I mean, I watched that shit firsthand go down, you know? I was watching, like, the progression every day. It was an amazing thing, and it was, like, always known, like, what this fool did, like, what Mike did on Burger today, like, boom, something. Like, every day he'd have something new, you know? Like, Henry did this, or Mike did this. And it was fucking, it was sick, man.
I feel like it's dangling by a fucking strain of bone marrow. If that even sounds right.
I think about, what is this crack gonna do? Okay, what if I don't get my foot on this position? Am I gonna hit my shin first, or how am I gonna fall? And where am I gonna have to put my hand to break myself from the fall? And then what if I hit my tooth out on that corner right there? It's a little bitch-ass excuse, but whatever.
Brainstorm the back of the bank, bustin' loose like mugs. Typhoons, Karak, Calhoun with a platoon. A backwards ass buffoons, ready to shoot anything that moves. Overtones from the blue lagoon, mask on, khakis ounce gone, house shoes on. I'ma start it off skitching on the first nigga saw. Here for stacks, heard me, hear me, heard that words don't pass the front door. Before you gotta show them your heart and soul. When Desert Eagle flow explode and watch them fold, the other niggas froze. You knew better, mask in an all blue sweater, 2 pumps ready for a ride. Full Beretta, 6 hostages with a loss of oxygen. Wet as a river, 16 breaks to flip. After I flip these bitch niggas slow they shit. I've been down with the twist since 86. Hyperactive with automatic snapping reaction. I'm sick of waiting. A 38, I'm jacking for dating. Kick the door in for sure. Double force ramming, hollow band, they ready to knock them off. They stand in position to Kansas. Telegraphed on parameter. Paralyze anything that walks through the parameter. Cervical veins lacerated, launched the missiles. Interrogated and operated, posted with pistols. Time for war, this is when the hearts explode. Take up the game, cocking and sparks explode. I'm a marksman, touching death, 10 steps and draw. And that's all into anything before in the World War. Off like a Concorde jet, a fool, DPG set in the World War. This is when the hearts explode. Take the gang, cock, sparks explode. Made up a press and panic and then start skitching. Not giving a fuck while all y'all bitches. This is for all my G's, my homies, flipping birds and serving keys. I'm with King T and the licks, alcoholed up like bitch. Get the fuck off my dick. I got pistols, pills, acid, bomb, crank, crystallized coke and lines. I don't give a fuck.
So like filming just like revolves my life around in a circle, you know. I just wake up in the morning and like get real stoked on filming and stuff, you know, like you don't skate for yourself at all, you know. Never. Like if I see someone skating for themselves, I'm just like, whoa, man, that guy doesn't care at all, you know. I just think about like 36 exposures like all day, you know. It's crazy.
He just had natural talents to begin with, though, you know. It's just like, he just had like a great mind for skating. It's hard to explain. Like maybe if he wasn't a skater, he'd be like a real good painter, or like an amazing like photographer or something. Like he just had the eye for it. He could just see shit, and gosh, he was the greatest skater. Like he still is.
Whatever trick I'm trying, I just picture it perfectly. Like, roll up to it and imagine myself ollieing and doing the trick exactly how it's supposed to be done. You know? Sometimes I'll even think of like exactly how my legs and everything is gonna move, and then I'll just start trying it. And even though I don't get into it the right way, I still picture it in my head like exactly how I'm gonna do it. Like, I pretend like I already landed it one time or something, you know what I mean? And then I'll just be like, okay, I gotta do it like that. Like, ollie up, stick it, land, then it just sort of comes out after that.
Crazy. all my props because I'm Ty Evans' light man.
Why can't we skate?
Can't skate on me.
Just
You
one
guys
time?
have done that and torn that to pieces.
Oh, look at it. It's still there.
Yes!
Yeah, kids today, man. Kids today are starting like on a different level. They see like heel flips and kick flips and stuff is like that's what you got to do like the first week of skating, or you're busted. You got to give it up. It's like don't quit your day job, buddy. Like you can't do kick flips in 3 days. You're pieced out. But like I see a lot of these kids, you know, like they watch 411 or they watch like Video X or Video Y or whatever, and they just see what the norm is. They see everybody doing kickflip tail slides and tail slide shove-its and switch tail slides and blah, blah, blah. Crooked grinds is the killer. The fucking crookie monster. Arr. You see the crookie monster coming out, rearing its ugly head, and you're like, God, give it up, everybody. Come on, move on.
You all gotta buy some wig, all of you, for doing this.
Just because you have a skateboard, they look at you different, you know? They don't even treat you like a person. Like, they don't know you. They have no right to think like you're just some kid that have no respect or something like that, you know? They treat you like criminals or something. You seriously feel like you're doing something so wrong sometimes.
What happened, Chany?
Ty broke me off again.
Retarded thing in the world because it might as well just rain. Why? Why? Because you're sitting there trying to skate and then you're trying to flip your board and it just gets blown some other way. You're pushing against it and it just defeats the whole purpose. You might as well just stay home and play video games. You know, at least you know not to go out because it's raining.
Bling bling.
I feel like when we go and set up the generators at night and go behind a building, I feel like a jewel thief or something. It's great. It's the best thing. You just roll in and dudes are like asleep at their computer being a security guard and it's 3 in the morning and we're just getting footage, having the time, like having the best time, you know? And then we get it, we break down the shit, and we put it back in the truck, and the dude's still asleep, and he doesn't even know what happened. I think that's what's cool about filming videos and doing what we do, because nobody who watches the X Games or anything like that is ever gonna understand or know what we really do.
Naughty ride, congrats is spinning up with sound. The road bass supply blowing up another round. Naughty ride, original break battle on. All lights are massive in a New York too strong. Naughty ride, if we dock you on this side. The road bass supply roughing up the naughty ride. Original fierce jungle is gonna fill up their ride. Gonna big it up all chest. Naughty ride, congrats is spinning up with sound. The road bass supply blowing up another round. Naughty ride, original break battle on. All lights are massive in a New York too strong. Naughty ride, if we dock you on this side. The road bass supply roughing up the naughty ride. Original fierce jungle is gonna fill up their ride. Gonna big it up all chest. Naughty ride, congrats is spinning up with sound. The road bass supply blowing up another round. Naughty ride, original break battle on. All lights are massive in a New York too strong. Naughty ride, if we dock you on this side. The road bass supply roughing up the naughty ride. Original fierce jungle is gonna fill up their ride. Gonna big it up all chest. Naughty ride, congrats is spinning up with sound. The road bass supply blowing up another round. Naughty ride, original break.